I hope you've had an amazing week so far. Hope you have amazing plans for the weekend. And actually, I hope you've had an amazing start of 2025. I feel like last year for me was monumental, and this year is only going to get better. If you don't know me already, my name's Lovette. I love making new friends. A lot of my close friends call me Lovey, and you're more than welcome to do so. Before I start, I just want to give a shout out to Mason. He is the person behind the music that you heard in the intro, as well as what you're going to hear for the outro. Mason's an amazing, talented person. Hi, Mason. If you're seeing this, hello. Tell Josephine and Orlo I said hi. I'm in a band with Mason. Our band is called Josephine's Dream, and it's a really dreamy, beautiful band. We plan on maybe having more shows this year, so if you are located in New York City, please come and watch us. Also, shout out to my friend Ciara. She's the photographer behind the promo shoot I had for this entire podcast. Hi, Ciara. Love you so much. Thank you so much again. Ciara is super amazing and easy to work with. Literally just gave her my mood board and like everything, like my vision that I was going for, and she made it become into a reality. So that was crazy. But yeah, I've always wanted to do a podcast, and I'm really glad that I'm starting one now. When I was in college, I always wanted to be part of like my university's radio show, and I was never able to do that, but I was involved in the university's magazine, and that was really fun. From there, I started my own personal blog after I finished working with the magazine, and then I moved on to making my own zine. Something about having a creative outlet just felt like a safe space for me. Or like more so a personal brand. It felt like a safe space for me. So I'm really happy that I'm getting back into it now. Of course, in the form of a podcast. If you've known me long enough, you know that I used to make vlogs a lot, which hopefully I start doing more this year. That's something that I keep saying. So annoying, but yeah, hope to definitely be more creative this year. And again, thank you for tuning into this podcast and supporting that. Also, one of the reasons why I want to have a podcast is because I'm super thankful that I know so many cool and talented people that do amazing work. And I just thought that it would be fun to showcase their creativity while just having like real and fresh conversations versus just like an interview style. And also, I do love talking, and I love sharing insights about my own life, so I think I'll be doing that throughout the podcast as well. Also, this episode is going to be super short. It's just like a little introduction on myself. So with that being said, I am going to talk about 3 things that describe who I am as a person. First things first, I brought my Stitch plushie. Yeah, this little guy has been with me throughout my entire life. I got him when I was 4 years old. My dad gave me him. Since then, he's been with me through thick and thin. He has a little tear on his ear because my dog bit it. He had a ton of tears on his fingers, but then like my mom was able to sew it up. It is actually a fresh cut. So yeah, I'm going to have to work on that. But little story behind Stitch. Been with me since I was 4 years old. And I used to take him to the Philippines every summer growing up, and my cousins would refer to me as Lilo. And then it got to a point as I was getting older, older as in like 8 years old, 10 years old, that I would start to hide him. Even though I would bring him in my luggage and everything, I would still hide him and not take him out into the world as much. Just because I was like getting to that age where I started caring about what people thought. And like in my grown ass 8-year-old age, I'm like, I don't want to be associated with Disney Channel or Lilo and Stitch anymore. So yeah, I like hid him and stuff. But there was like one time we were driving in the Philippines from Manila to my parents' hometown. And I used to get like car sick a lot. It was really easy to make me nauseous. I ended up throwing up all over him and my Lola, and it was just disgusting and insane. But my mom was able to get all the gunk out. And yeah, he's just so fresh now and beautiful and amazing. And yeah, I love him so much. So he's like a big part of my identity just because he's been with me for so long. Another thing about me is I love cute things. I cannot shy away from a cute purchase. And I bought this week. I'm going to put it on. These are my bunny ears. So I bought this earlier this week. And I'll tell you the story behind it. I've been getting really into Pilates. I've always been like physically active my entire life. I was like a professional tennis player at some point. That is something that I can go into in another episode. But have always been physically active. Am now in my hyperfixation towards Pilates. Completely forgot this one morning that I booked a hot Pilates class. So if you've ever done Pilates before, you know how extraneous it is. And now imagine that in a room that's like 95 degrees. So that was me. Walked into the studio, and I came unprepared. Did not have a water bottle. I came in like thick sweats and a long sleeve t-shirt. The minute I walked into the studio, I could just feel the heat emit through and past like the cotton of my clothes, and it was terrible. I immediately started sweating. And that's because I hadn't even walked into like the actual room that we were going to start exercising in. Anyway, started exercising. I probably clocked out towards like the second set of workouts. Like at that point, I was just like fighting for my life and like trying to not vomit or faint, because the last time I did hot Pilates was like 5 years ago, and I wasn't able to finish the class. I had to step out and like vomit in the bathroom. So this entire time I was just like really focusing on trying not to do that, and it was actual hell. Yeah, it was terrible. Mentally clocked out by the second set of workouts, and I wasn't even trying at that point. And I think the instructor could tell, because like he would tell us to move our foot and our leg a certain way. I wasn't even moving it. I was just like trying to breathe and stuff. I will say that it's kind of super comforting to be in those spaces where like you're going through something so mentally and physically exhausting with other people, because like, I mean, the amount of like breathing exercises that you have to do while you're doing these body movements, like the entire room was like like it was intense. So that was keeping me going, I guess, like breathing right and stuff. But anyway, sorry, I'm sidetracking, but went through that shitty experience, left the class, was very proud of myself for going through the entire thing. And I was walking around 42nd, went to this, one of my favorite bookstores or in the area, and I found this. And I was like, I just went through something so stressful. This is what I deserve. So I bought it. I love a self-care moment, and I definitely love cute things. So as you can see, my friend got me this. And this rice pillow that I have. Yeah, so I just love cute things. This is Patty Melt. Immediately starting to bite Stitch. Okay. So this is Patty Melt. Patty Melt, say hi. She says hello. I love her so much. I've had her since I was 18. Patty Melt is a Dachshund Cocker Spaniel mix. She's named after the Whataburger Patty Melt because when I got her, I was super obsessed. I used to work at Whataburger when I was in high school, and it's literally all I would get during my lunch breaks, which is amazing because I don't know the prices for a Whataburger Patty Melt now, but at the time it was $8, which is a lot for a high school student, and I would get them discounted for $4. Let me tell you, Patty Melt's middle name is also Ranch. She loves tennis balls. She loves K-pop music. She likes to bark at people she doesn't know, but I always stress that she will never bite. And she loves to go into fresh laundry and just like lay down in it. Another fun fact is that whenever I leave the house, I always turn on the TV for Patty Melt because she is super receptive towards the television, which is crazy. Like, if you ever watch TV with her, she will sit and watch also, and she'll react to it. Like either by jumping back or like growling. And I always tell people that Patty Melt has really loved me through like all the stages of my life, good and bad. And yeah, that's her. You will probably see more of her throughout the episodes because she's super clingy and she always just wants to be by my side. Right now she's like rubbing her face along the carpet, which is another thing that she really likes to do. I think this about concludes my first episode for my podcast. Thank you so much again to Mason and Ciara. I really appreciate all the help, and thank you to you for tuning in. I'm hoping to try and release an episode weekly every Thursday in the evening. I have a very special guest coming in next week's episode, so I hope you all tune in. But besides that, stay warm, take care, look both ways if you're walking or driving, and I will see you again next week. Thank you!